So I've spent 1 month building Faruzan DPS. Let's look at her stats, shall we? First of all, 2300 attack. Everything else just doesn't matter. Then details. Crit rate 67.9%, crit damage 216, Anemo damage bonus is 46.6%. Then Skyward Harp as main weapon. It's pretty shit. There are way better weapons. Even right now, I think Thundering Pulse has crit damage and base attack, yes, but crit damage by 20% is, you know, it's good. It's like 20-20. Let's look at artifacts. Yes, no set bonus. First one, crit damage, attack percent, crit rate. Then Goblet, Anemo damage bonus, crit rate, crit damage, pretty good. Every hit is in crit rate or crit damage. Pretty insane Goblet. Attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, 1 hit in defense, and that's it. You know, it's good. It's good. I'm using it for main stat and substat, but not for elemental mastery. That's obvious. Bard's Arrow Speeder. Crit rate, crit damage, really high crit rate, crit damage, HP, flat HP, and attack percent. I think in order to swap to Shiminawa, like, maybe I should have graded for Shiminawa instead of this shit. So I can get 2-piece Shiminawa, and it's like more attack percent. And Flower, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. I've got it on this challenge, so it kinda counts. Everything else I got prior to this challenge, kind of. And the last week I was trying to get more and more of her artifacts. Let's look if I succeeded. I did not. I've got this artifact. It's not good. I've got this artifact, of course, defense percent, crit rate, crit damage, but defense percent of course. And then new artifact. This one, crit damage, crit rate, and of course defense percent. Why? And flat defense. No hits and crit rate. Zero. All everything. Defense percent and flat defense. Everything. Literally everything. And that's pretty much it. And also this. Oh yeah, this is going to be on my sucrose. Well, anyways, by the way, if I do this and this, her attack goes down, but she gets more Anemo damage bonus. And you can think, right? Oh, it's like 15% multiplier, right? It's not 15% multiplier. In reality, it's 33% multiplier. And you can think that, right? But then you drink a potion, and suddenly this 33% multiplier turns into nothing, basically. And then you ulti, and this 33% multiplier basically turns into nothing. So I'm gonna show you that, don't worry, in a moment. Now, how does she work, right? What's the point of Faruzan, right? So let's look at her abilities. Her first ability is normal attack, normal basic ass bow attack. What's the most important is fully charged aimed shot. It has 223%, and it's really good because how her E works. You do this, it deals damage. It deals a lot of damage. Actually deals more damage than her second attack. And as you can see, she gets this little thing. That's her buff. Like she can charge her shot in 0.5 seconds. So it's pretty fast. And then when you release, it does even more damage. This is called pressurized collapse. This is important because this is pressurized collapse because pressurized collapse, it pulls everyone to the center of that vortex, and it has a lot of scaling. It has more damage than fully charged aim shot. And then her ulti, the most important and interesting thing, she does a burst, like a normal burst, you know, nothing special, like Bennett, and it creates an area of decreased Anemo resistance, you know, 30%, huge, insane, I would even say. Then it deals a shit ton of damage, almost 700%. This is huge. This is actually fucking huge because it also gives Anemo damage bonus. That's the point. And by the way, Anemo damage bonus scales with level. Anemo res decrease also scales with level. Her energy cost is huge, by the way, so be careful. And duration can be scaled with with her C2 or C3, I don't remember. Anyways, let's look at the damage, shall we? Okay, finally. Now let's look at damage, shall we? Heal everyone. Everyone has damage. Now let's look at damage correctly. 2500. Bonk. Bonk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 160k. It's less damage than my normal. It's 60 damage. It's 160 damage. It's less than I normally do. It's less. It's, for fuck's sake, it's less. It's just 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and bonk. 172k. Okay, it's a new episode of Umineko When Men Cry. So first of all, we have to understand how damage usually works. So first of all, we have base damage. It's like 1000. I will round everything to like a certain amount of, just to not confuse you, let's say. We have 1000 base damage. Base damage is something that every character has. Then it is also amplified by base weapon damage, goes here. And base damage basically means that it's going to be amplified by any attack percentage modifiers. Something like flat attack on your as a substat. It doesn't work this way. It is additive, not base damage, basically. And this is like after attack percent modifiers, base damage turns into additive, and then additive from every single stat, flat stat in the game, like Bennett's ulti, like, you know, food and stuff, it adds here, not here. So this is important because this is something that is being modified, basically. Okay, let's look at this. That's really hard to explain, right? First of all, these are duplicated basically, and you can see a lot of stuff is not properly aligned. Let's put it this way. Well, first of all, we have to understand that this damage, right? Base damage. When we use an attack, like an elemental damage or even base attack, this damage is being used as a conversion. For Faruzan, for example, her E has like 223% base damage and 189 or something like that as a pressurized collapse. Something like that. And this is how it's used, right? First of all, we take 2000 and then we multiply it by 200%. And it's not like 1 plus and then in brackets 200, well, not 200, but 2 plus XYZ, right? It's not like that. It's 200% taken as it takes 200% and then it multiplies everything else. Okay, so 2000 base damage turns into 4000 Anemo damage, base Anemo damage, non-crit, non-modified. Okay, you can see that it doesn't work this way, right? Something doesn't add up. First of all, I forgot to add 25% potion damage in my multiplications, because this is the most important part, right? Like every single stat in these brackets is additive, so it's like 1 plus, and in brackets it's 46 or 0.466, then 0.15, then 0.32326, sorry, etc, and then 25. So you can say, oh, Anemo damage multi, right? And then this multiplier is applied to this converted damage, right? So we have 4000 multiplied by this, 8000. This is the last one, by the way. Then we have Shenhe bonus, her press E or hold E, it's 15% damage to anything. Then we have like 1.15, right? Multiply this as 1.15, and then we multiply this 1.3 AnemoRes. AnemoRes is an on top of everything else multiplier. I know that because it's basically on the enemy part. So we get two multipliers, finalized multipliers, right? And you can think, oh, well, this is a game of multipliers and this has better multiplier than this, right? This one is without Anemo damage bonus. This basically, I forgot to explain. This down below is double attack pieces, and on top is one VV set, well, basically VV set. Now we have different multipliers, right? This one is bigger and you can think, oh, this is more important, right? Well, actually no, because surprise, surprise, this is base damage and 300 base damage multiplied by this is bigger than this small multiplier. It's like, it's super hard to explain why it's important, but it's basically diminishing returns, because this everything in these brackets are additive. It's like we can think, oh, like this is bigger than this, but then we can whip out a calculator and then we can divide 2.192 divide by 2.042 and we have, surprise, surprise, 7% more damage. So this multiplier in reality is 7% bigger than this, not 15, 7. That's why we should invest more into multiplicative damage, right? Like I'm just taking her here, her ulti have like 700%. So you can think, okay, this is worse, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe instead of doing this, we can get also 20%. Instead of doing like 4-piece VV, we can get 2-piece VV and then 2-piece fucking Noblesse, and it's like 20% ulti damage. So we have like this 700% multiplier, base multiplier, and it's like plus 20% on top of this, and it's like, and it's not additive to this, and it is multiplicative. Maybe it's better. So maybe like 2-piece. It's so hard, like there are so many options you can have, and right now I cannot explain why everything works this way. It's really hard. So yeah, and I think I'm forgetting something, right? Oh yeah, crit damage multipliers. This is basically multiplied by 3.2. This number multiplied by 3.2. By the way, just for people that don't understand why I'm multiplying everything by everything, doesn't matter when you multiply, even after you do like ENmeHera on top of everything, it's like it's still gonna be multiplier. So yeah, Hurry does like 42 key damage in this scenario, 44.5 in this scenario. So why am I talking about this, right? So you can, because like you can think, oh, maybe I have to do like 2-piece attack on every single DPS in the game, right? Well, wrong, because this shit that we witness right now, it's all because it's Faruzan. Faruzan has ENmeHera Shred. Only Faruzan has 32% damage bonus on her ulti. Only Faruzan has this insane base damage multiplier. Not only her, a lot of characters have this insane damage multiplier, base damage multipliers, but not everyone has like 32.6% Anemo damage bonus. And okay, let's get to the next chapter that I will call Aftermath. Oh yeah, by the way, Bennett adds hero damage here, and 20% from Noblesse goes here. So yeah, as you can see, there are two things that are really important to notice. First of all, substats and main stats more than set bonuses. So if you have a really good artifacts, don't be shy using it on another character, right? Don't be shy to use it on character that doesn't benefit from certain set bonus, right? That was main goal of this challenge, to show that good artifacts actually can make even support a good DPS, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I built Faruzan DPS for 1 month, so yeah, I kind of proved myself that pretty much anything can be a DPS if you build it good, in a good way. Like anything can work as a DPS. You just have to be more persistent. You have to grind more. You have to understand what is a good artifact and like what is a good artifact and what isn't. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Next video is going to be very interesting. I promise. I promise. I promise it's not gonna be Okay, anyways, thanks for watching, bye! Can you... Hey! Hey! I'm pressing it! Stupid dog shit! I already got it! What? And again? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? So fucking stupid!